Hi, today I would like to discuss why a NAS is beneficial for post-production workflows, the differences between a NAS and a DAS, the many NAS options available on the market, consumer-based solutions, enterprise turnkey solutions, and finally, cloud solutions, and how you can combine these tools together for a flexible and powerful workflow. So, why a NAS? Network-attached storage, or a NAS, is an awesome solution for connecting your storage to multiple machines. Unlike direct attached storage or a DAS, a NAS is OS agnostic. It works on Mac, Windows, and Linux systems, and it doesn't require any third-party tools to access your drives. If your main computer crashes, a DAS shuts down with it, with the risk of data corruption. A NAS, being its own computer, doesn't have this risk. A NAS can also protect you from bit rot and maintain the integrity of the data stored on your hard drives over time. You can even run virtualized systems and install powerful third-party tools to greatly enhance your post-production workflow. Setting up a NAS can be a solid first step towards growing your team. Whether you're working in an office or remotely, combined with tools like LucidLink, Aspera, or even Dropbox. Before deciding to build your own NAS, I recommend looking at some of the pre-built and turnkey solutions available on the market, from consumer-facing products available at retail stores to some of the higher-end enterprise solutions as well. A pre-built solution might have exactly what you need and save you a significant amount of time and give you that peace of mind that it just works. It can also be a great stepping stone before building something more advanced for yourself, as well as provide you a blueprint of all the necessary components that go into a NAS, as well as your network setup. When it comes to consumer-facing NAS products, there's really only two companies that I would recommend for post-production: QNAP and Synology. These often don't have the best, or rather latest hardware, but they do offer great value for their ease of use and immediate availability. You can walk into a store today, pick up a unit, set it up in an hour or so, and be ready to go. Another advantage is, because of their low barrier to entry, from both a financial and technical vantage, there are a lot more resources and fixes, and troubleshooting guides for common setups. QNAP has significantly more hardware options that are geared towards post-production. Their operating system, QUTS Hero, is available on some of their units and is based on ZFS, a very powerful storage file system. Some of the units also support Thunderbolt connectivity, eliminating the need for adapters or even switches for smaller post-production teams. Unfortunately, QNAP has had a spotty history when it comes to security. They've been targets of multiple ransomware attacks, and the slow company's response and poor communication should be something prospective buyers are aware of. Maybe in the future they're able to address some of these issues, in which case they'd be a solid choice. If you're 100% sure your NAS system will have no need for internet access of any kind, or are confident in your technical ability to set up your NAS securely, then all power to you. They do have some great options specifically geared for small and medium-sized post-production houses, such as the TVS H1688X and the TS H1290FX. Synology is often labeled as the Apple of NAS solutions, either because of their ease of use, or often because of their very limited choice of systems and hard drive support. For post-production, they only have a few units that I would personally recommend. Usually when compared to the competition, they tend to have, for the same price, slower hardware. Synology makes up for this in two ways. They have a very beginner-friendly UI and have a much better security track record than QNAP. That said, the risk of ransomware attacks is still very much a risk with any system connected to the internet, so make sure to have additional backups. Another thing to consider when it comes to Synology is in the past they have taken some very anti-consumer steps in limiting what hard drives or SSDs you can use when using one of their systems. They have since pulled back to a softer approach on their consumer-facing products, but nevertheless, it is something buyers should be aware of when it comes to Synology and their more wall-guarded approach with both hardware and software. Enterprise turnkey solutions are another option for small and medium post houses. Most often they are aimed for larger post-production houses and have a price tag to match. Avid Nexus, IX Systems, 45 Drives, Otherworld Computing Jellyfish, and ProMax are some of the companies in this space. These enterprise solutions often cost significantly more, but you do get in return a system that is often packaged with support staff available for both the initial setup as well as troubleshooting later on. Some also offer packages for replacing faulty components with fast shipping and better hardware redundancy for mission-critical systems, as well as solutions for secondary offsite backups. It also wouldn't be a complete picture if we didn't mention cloud solutions for secondary and tertiary backups, such as Wasabi or Backblaze, or even Dropbox, which can be used for offsite backups of your most critical data so that if your NAS is in any way compromised, you do have a backup of your data elsewhere. Another option a lot of editors now use on collaborative projects is LucidLink, which uses local caching. Local caching is great for response time and minimal delays that as a video editor, I vastly prefer over systems like Jump and Parsec. These cloud solutions tend to be more expensive for larger projects, especially when dealing with terabytes of data. However, they can be a great complementary tool for larger teams when using proxy workflows. Now that we've briefly gone over some of the NAS options available out there, in the next video, we'll look at why I chose TrueNAS as my operating system and the thought process behind my hardware choices. Finally, we'll go into detail about my network configuration, some of the mistakes I made, and what I would do differently in the future. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you learn something, and as always, happy cutting.